I noticed that there was a gentleman that was leaning over the bar, kind of that goes right into the prayer room, and he had a water bottle in his hand. And I just sat there in my car a minute. I thought, well, he might have been jogging, and he was just kind of leaning over to get a breath. And I kept waiting, and he didn't move. So after about 5 minutes, I got out, and I said, sir, is there something wrong? And he said, I'm going to die. And I said, no, you're not going to die. You're breathing and you're talking to me. You will not die. And he said, I took an overdose, but it's not of drugs and it's not of alcohol, but I took a half of a bottle of sleeping pills. And so anyway, I said, well, if you don't mind, I'm going to go on and get help for you right now. So I called 911, and the policeman, the emergency people were going to send policemen to our church. And so they got all the information that they needed. And so then they said, just remain on the line until the police get there. So during this time, I just said, sir, do you know Jesus as your Savior? He goes, no, I don't. And I said, the Lord has a wonderful plan for you. Would you like to accept Jesus and belong to the family of God? And he said, I really do. So I led him into the prayer of salvation. And then I knew that he really meant it. I really felt in my heart. He was coherent enough because it had only been about 40 minutes since he took the pills. And so anyway, then the police came, and then I walked into the prayer room, and Christine Cabot was with me at that time. She had pulled up, and of all the people she does, that's her type of ministry. But she was there to pray also with me at the end. And so as it turned out, the policeman came into the prayer room and got all the information that they needed. And I thought, afterwards, Randy came in, because Randy and I always come in together usually. And so she came in and she says, this is so prophetic for this church. You do know that. She said, because Convergence wants to reach out to the city. And afterwards I thought, the police came into the prayer room. This church is anointed to set the captives free. Isaiah 61. And only God could have done this at that very moment. That was no mistake. He was at Convergence. He was part of this block. And it was just amazing what the Lord did.